Okay, the next stitch that I would like to teach you is the double crochet. Now, once again, the symbol for a diagram would be that T, but now here, instead of it being empty, we have that one little sideways little slash through there. The name of the stitch is the double crochet, so if you see it written out completely, this is how it would be spelled. And when you see it written in patterns, it's usually abbreviated DC. Sometimes they're also in capital letters DC, which means double crochet. So here, once again, is a symbol for a diagram. This is for the written out the name, and then the abbreviation you would see in a written pattern. So when you see DC, they're talking about a double crochet stitch. So here, to do the double crochet, I'm just building up on the previous rows that we had so that you could start seeing the progression of the height of the stitches. Once again, here, usually to go up to double crochet, you would use either 3 or 4 chains, usually 3, and the pattern will give you the instructions on how many chains to go up. Here, go to a double crochet, usually it's 3 chains, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, we're going to turn your work over because we work from right to left. Then we would begin doing our double crochets. Remember, this here, up here, is our first stitch. So the next stitch would begin here in the stitch, unless you're being told to double crochet in the same stitch, which would then be here. That would create an increase, meaning 2 stitches in 1 stitch. So here, to do the double crochet, once again, just like we did for the half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, meaning you're going to wrap the yarn over your hook. You will have this little loop, but this loop does not count as a stitch as it does in knitting. So here, you're going to once again yarn over. You're going to wrap the yarn around your hook, just like that. You're going to go into your next stitch, which is here. You'll pull out your yarn. Once again, you will have 3 loops on your hook, just like you did for the half double crochet, but this time we're going to work this yarn in 2 steps. You're going to grab your yarn, you're going to pull through the first 2 loops. So here's 1, 2. When you pull it out, that will create 2 new loops. Now you're going to grab your yarn and go through those next 2 loops. So that will create the double crochet. Now here you could more clearly see how it's increasing. This is a single, a half double, and now the double. And you could see the difference in the height of the stitches. Once again, to do your double crochet, you would yarn over. Let me grab my yarn here. Yarn over means wrapping the yarn around the hook. You go into your next stitch, or whatever stitch the pattern tells you to go into. You grab your yarn, pull up. You'll have 3 loops of yarn on your hook. You pull through the first 2. That creates 2 new loops. And the next 2. So those are a double crochet. Many times the pattern will tell you the first 3 chains count as a double crochet. If that were the case, then here you would have 3 double crochets on your row. 1, 2, 3. If this didn't count, then these would just be 1, 2. Once again, let's do another double crochets to the end of the row. Yarn over, go into your stitch, pull out. There's 3. You pull through the next 2 and the next 2. It's important that you will pull out your yarn to the same height, meaning you don't want to work it down here because it's going to be really crunch. You want to make sure your yarn is up to the same height as your beginning loop here. You pull through the first 2 and the second 2 for your double crochet. Remember, you could stop and then rewind the video if you need help. Once again, yarn over, go into your stitch, pull through the first 2 and then the next 2. Next stitch, yarn over, go in here, 3 loops, pull through the first 2 and the second 2, and now you are doing a double crochet stitch. 1, 2, and now we will have this row of double crochets. And now you can really see the difference in the height with a single crochet, half double crochet, and then the double crochet. So now you know how to do the chain stitch, the single crochet, the half double crochet, and now the double crochet.